For everyone that's listening, you're invited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's true of virtually all Rotary clubs.
Yes.
So raise your glass, even though he's not the best, but at least he made the top 5.
Okay, welcome to another edition of Lanai Gossip here in the Villages. I'm number 5, Commissioner number 5. I was voted, you probably don't know this,
No.
I was voted a top 5 commissioner 4 years in a row. That's why, yeah.
Scott cast the only ballot, and he voted himself number 5.
We're here today to talk about the Rotary Club in the Villages. Thought that this would be a good segment for anybody that want to get involved in the Rotary Club. And Dennis is going to assist me again. And Dennis, you were a Rotary
Former
member, correct?
Rotarian.
Nice.
Yep. And we have Stephanie and Dick, both past presidents of the Rotary Club. So tell us about how do we get into the Rotary Club?
Technically by being invited.
Oh,
It's,
wow.
it's technically
It's a-
one of those clubs that you need to be invited to. But,
Sponsored? Like a sponsored person?
like a sponsor.
Okay.
And that's generally the way it happens is you're a friend with someone in the club and they mention it to you or something like that. In the Villages, it's a little bit different. I would bet there are thousands of former Rotarians moving into the Villages every year. If people express an interest, we'll find a sponsor for them.
And you obviously let females in.
Yeah, that's an interesting case too because
Have you
we
always?
didn't until 1987.
Okay.
And then officially in 1989, Rotary International put into policy that they could not restrict women from joining clubs.
Women may be dominant in numbers in Rotary now, at least in the United States.
And Rotary had its first female international president last year. Her term just ended on June 30th.
How many clubs are in the Villages?
So we have unofficially 4 clubs in the Villages. You have our club, which is the morning club. And then we have the noon club. And then we have an evening club for every time of day that you want to meet. And then there's also the Wildwood Rotary Club. And they meet in the morning as well.
So do they all, so Wildwood I would assume meets in Wildwood, but how about the Villages? Do they all meet at Captiva or where are the other locations where they meet?
They can pick wherever they'd like to meet. So the noon club meets at the Wildwood Community Center on Powell Road on Tuesdays. The evening club meets at Lake Meona Rec Center on Wednesdays. And their club has just restructured to be a Villages only club. So now they're a Villages social club officially. So anybody that joins their club needs to be a village resident or a long-term renter or anybody that has a Villages pass. They have their club meetings, and then after that, they go to dinner afterwards.
And how many members does your club have?
Our club currently has about 68 members right now.
Okay.
I joined the club in 2011 when I moved here from up north. We had 110 members in 2011. We now have 68. Fortunately, as the pot boiled down, it got thicker and thicker, meaning we kept a lot of quality people, fortunately.
3 different clubs.
Right.
Can a member go from mornings and say, I can't make mornings, can I go to afternoons? I can't make afternoons, can I go? And they'll be accepted, not an issue?
Yes, you can transfer your membership to
Oh, you transfer. You can't just go one week
you
and
can
go
visit.
back.
You can go and visit any club you want to. You could be a member. You could still actually, let's say you lived up north and you were down here part of the time. You could remain a member of your club up north, and then you can come and visit any club that you want for a long-term period of time. Because
Yep.
we have about 3 or 4 members that do that.
Because there is an attendance requirement.
No longer.
Not anymore.
No longer?
No longer.
Excellent.
That's why we're hoping to bring people back. And they got rid of that probably about 6 or 7
Yeah.
years ago, noticing that the attendance part was turning a lot of people off from
Well,
staying
I can tell you, as of 2020, my club in Iowa, it was still in the bylaws for attendance.
Yeah.
Correct.
It wasn't hard and fast, but it was
Yeah.
in the bylaws.
Okay, so let's say Dennis is going to join again and he comes down here. When he goes to your meetings, what can they expect at a meeting?
So
Okay.
having somebody come as a guest,
Yeah.
we
They
introduce them.
Okay.
You can show up to a meeting. Usually they contact us online. Most Rotarians know if you go to Rotary International, you can find a club. They do have a member section that's find a club, and you can reach out to somebody to let them know that you're coming. But if you come to a meeting, well, you get the first breakfast free. We introduce you as a guest, maybe give you a minute to speak, and then we give you a lovely present after all the guests are introduced. It's a surprise in case you come to the meeting.
Nice.
We are with you one and all. We'll support you with our call. How you do, honored guests? How you do?
if you just walked in the door, past the front desk, and walked into our room and wanted to come into our meeting, they're open.
What are dues roughly? Membership fees.
Depends on the club. Go ahead, Steph. She knows.
Yeah, each club structures their own dues based upon their administrative needs and costs. So for us, we charge $295 a year for the dues, and that covers our room rental, website, anything that doesn't pay for food, but it pays for guest speakers to come to the meeting.
When I was in New Jersey, I didn't join the local Rotary because they make you sing.
Oh, yeah.
When I went to Grinnell, the only time I had to sing was at Christmas time, which I'm good with. So the big question is, do you guys sing at your meetings?
If you want to call it
Kind
that.
of. Not anymore. We still have the songbooks. We used to be a singing club, but not anymore.
I said, well, thank you for Dick and Stephanie for showing up at Lanai Gossip, and we'll get the word out and get you
Okay.
some more members. And thanks, Dennis, for co-hosting again.
Absolutely.
Appreciate it. Okay, till next time.
Thanks to him, we've got the best league to play in. It's not a boast, just a toast to number 5.